Family meal is the most beautiful and unforgettable memories of every Vietnamese. It symbolizes for union and love. It's a time where all family members sit around table, enjoy home-cooked food, and we talk to each other about our days as well as share stories of the past. Meal is served all at once and shared among us. Besides steamed rice, which is the staple, each meal requires a balance between protein, vegetables, and carbs. And every meal should include a soup, a salty braised or fried dish, and some sort of vegetables, either boiled, stir-fried, or pickled. It could be quite a headache if you have to think of this combination for every meal. So in this series, I will introduce you some sample meals that my family have, so you have more ideas what to cook for your lunch or dinner tonight. Every meal will come with a theme, and today's theme is Northern style Vietnamese meal.
Helen's recipes.
We're gonna have about 6 dishes today, but the preparation gonna be really fast because most of the dishes are just using very simple cooking technique, which is boiling. So we will have fried tofu, a boiled pork trotter with fermented shrimp sauce, boiled cabbage with egg dipping sauce, a simple soup with tomato, and some baby eggplant. Let's begin. Okay, so I have here one really nice enlarged piece of pork trotter with the bones has been removed. We're gonna cook this first because it takes most of the time to cook. You're gonna season this with pepper, a little bit of shallot, which should be slightly mashed. And some stock powder. So we use some kitchen toy, or I use a banana string here, and this is it's not really doing a good job. Anyway, so you just wrap it up so that the skin nicely cover the lean meat inside. And we're gonna set it aside for about 15 minutes, and we're gonna cook this later. Meanwhile, we can move on to cut the tofu. Just cut into cubes about 1.5 inch, like that. So I have here 1 pot of water waiting for a boil. We're gonna cook the pork trotter over here, and this pan is getting hot. We're gonna adding some oil to fry the tofu. Keep it to about medium heat. You can use paper towel to pat the tofu dry, otherwise it's gonna splash a lot. And another trick to prevent splashing is to add in here some salt. So the water here has come to a boil. Let's add about a teaspoon of salt, 1 to 2 shallots. If you have onion, you can also add in about a quarter. And when it boils, you can slide in the pork trotter. It will take about 45 minutes to cook this whole pork trotter, so keep an eye on it. Meanwhile, we will flip the tofu. The tofu is now golden on one side. Let's flip them. Wow, so nice color. I'm keeping the heat on medium now. It's very easy to burn the tofu, so make sure you watch out for the heat, right? Let's cut up the cabbage next. You can use Chinese cabbage, or this one is the normal cabbage, it's fine. Cut into quarters and then cut again into pieces, removing the core. And you can separate the layer like that. Alright, so I have this really cute rack for frying. When both sides are golden, you can remove and let the tofu cube rest on the rack, so all the excess oil will be dripping off. If you don't have a rack like this, you can also put the tofu cube on a plate lined with some paper towel, so it will absorb all the excess moisture and oil on the tofu. By the way, if you're seeing some flash on my face occasionally, that is because there's a construction going on in front of my house. There will be a really tall building, which I hope they will not block all the lights that's coming into my studio. Anyway, I have finished frying the tofu, and here I have another saucepan of water coming to a boil. And we also put in here some salt and a piece of ginger. This we use to boil the cabbage and the eggs at the same time. I will use boiled eggs as a dipping sauce for the cabbage. It's a really great combo. If you haven't tried it, you totally should. So these are really cute free-range eggs. In Vietnam, it's called gà ta. Really good with the big yolk. These eggs are smaller, so it will take just about 8 to 10 minutes to cook. And let's put in here together with the cabbage to save time. Okay, when the water comes to a boil, add the cabbage, and we will cook this pretty quickly, just about 3 minutes. Northern Vietnamese meal normally has a lot of boiled dishes because Northern Vietnamese people, they tend to have a milder taste than Central Vietnamese like myself. While waiting for this to cook, we will make the dipping sauce. To make the shrimp dipping sauce or mắm tôm, you will crush some garlic with sugar and chili. Right, and we will use this shrimp sauce, mắm tôm, which is very uniquely Northern Vietnamese sauce. Mắm tôm has a very pungent smell for those of you who are not used to it. It's an acquired taste, and not everybody loves it, but if you like it, it's great. Right, so it has this purple color, as you can see, and we need to squeeze in here lime juice. And as you squeeze in, you mix up really well. As you squeeze in the lime juice, you will beat it up like this, so it will form up a lot like this, as you can see. And to bring out the aroma, we're gonna add in here some very hot oil. I use the oil that we fry the tofu in. And there you will have a perfect dipping sauce for the tofu as well as the boiled pork trotter or chang giò luộc. Awesome. Okay. I cooked the cabbage for about 5 minutes, and let's remove and transfer to a plate. The eggs will take a little bit more time, so we leave it there for another 4 minutes or so. So we will make the egg sauce for the cabbage. You will need 1 chili, a little bit of sugar, just a touch. Fish sauce, of course, is the true essence of Vietnamese cooking. And you also need some pepper. So we're gonna crack the boiled eggs and peel off the skin and break the eggs, so it will make a really good sauce. So now it's time to remove the eggs. I have cleaned the eggs very well before I put it in this water, because we're gonna use this water as a soup. So let's put the eggs here to wait for it to cool down. We're gonna cut up some tomato to put into the soup. Into the pot it goes. And you can season this with some more stock powder and a little bit of fish sauce, secret ingredient. And then you will have a really simple soup. Save time. For garnish, chop in some cilantro and spring onion. Oh, that is perfect. Look at this. Okay, so the soup is cooked. Just transfer to a plate. When the boiled pork trotter is cooked after about 45 to 50 minutes, when you poke it and no pink water coming out, that's good. Just remove and transfer to a bowl of ice cold water. And the soup, you can use it as a soup instead of the other soup that I made, so it's all up to you. Soak it immediately in the ice cold water. And you want to chill this in the refrigerator for about an hour. That will taste a lot better and it's easier to cut, and also it stays in shape. If you have more time, you can keep this in the refrigerator overnight so the skin have more time to become really crispy. And then we will cut into thin slices. Ta-da! Dinner is ready! Wow! I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dishes today. I also have here some pickled eggplants, which is very typical for northern Vietnamese meal. It's called cà pháo, and it's really great with this mắm tôm too. And let's give it a try. Oh my god, I'm so hungry. Let's try the tofu. Oh my god, the sauce is like heaven. Oh my god, it's very strong for those of you who don't like it, but for me it's just perfect. It has this balance between sweet and savory, and a little bit tart from the lime. Really good. And let's try the pork trotter, also dipped in the fermented shrimp sauce. Oh my god. So good. The pork is tender, and it has this fragrance of the shallot which we rub at the first place, and it goes perfect with this mắm tôm. Oh god, you gotta try this. Thank you so much for spending time with me today, and I hope you like the family meal that I have prepared for you today. If you try out this recipe, please share with me a photo on Instagram with the hashtag Helen recipe. Also, don't forget to click like and subscribe to my channel for more amazing meals like this. Check out the playlist for more ideas, and click on the bell button so you won't miss the next episode when it's come out. I will see you there next time. Bye bye.